dining in versus dining out when it comes to fast food?
I dine out now. If I go to McDonald's, it's because I'm going to the movies. And it's like across the street. So we go and sit in the McDonald's, eat, and then go to the movies.
Yeah, I'm split on this because, like, tradition is to take it out. But, like, it's worse. Even if you take 15 minutes to get home,
every
it's
second
worse.
counts for fast food.
Right, it really does. Because, like, this wasn't great to start with, right? You need every bit of quality. And the quicker you get it in your mouth, the better you are. So I think eating in is the superior option.
I think, yeah. And I also, that was the dream, of being 16 again, riding your skateboard to the Taco Bell, sitting in there with your boards and causing havoc. It's
just in the way. And you're laughing as you with a mouthful of McNugget as somebody trips over your skateboard. Like, poser.
YUNKJunk!
Remember when you were a kid and you loved fast food? I do, because I'm still a kid and I still love fast food. Welcome to Tubby Talk. We're talking about fast food.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
We're getting right back into it.
Yeah.
We'll introduce. Yeah, I'm Chris.
I'm Steve.
I'm Terry.
Yeah.
I'm here sometimes.
This is Mario, a representative of the toy you would get out of a value meal from certain unnamed fast food restaurants.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert for later in the episode.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is something. Yeah, we all grew up. I eat fast food very little now, but have tons of memories from it. And, every once in a while, you'll be at a rest stop or something, and you'll be like, all right, let's go back for old time's sake.
They're joyful memories, too.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that so we're a little older than you kids watching, but back in the 90s, if you're a kid in the 90s, fast food was actually minimum a day of the week in your weekly eating plan. Yeah. And the fast food dinner that you got on the way home from, for me, like a sporting event or something like that for school, was just part of it. Yeah. Thursday, you were having fast food. Friday was pizza night, as we all know.
Yeah, fast food day was sometime in the middle of the week.
Correct.
Parents didn't want to cook. They're tired. It's not the weekend. Like I say, you don't order pizza. You don't go out. Going to stop by Burger King or something.
But it was a joyful experience because when we were growing up, there were even little video game arcades like inside some of these fast food places. There was all sorts of stuff for kids.
Yeah, the playgrounds.
Because they were trying to get us, and they done got us.
Yeah, the playgrounds. I loved those. Like anywhere that I was like, let's go to the one with the playground, Mom. Like
that's right.
The McDonald's place. They always had the ball pits.
It's the slide. They had the hamster tubes.
People had birthday parties at McDonald's.
I don't think they still do that, do they?
Where would they? Can you even have a ball pit? Can you have a slide in a food?
You have a McCafe next to the fireplace now.
Right.
There's probably one McDonald's in like Ohio somewhere that still has a play place. It's the last one. Like the last Blockbuster.
Now, were we victims of a giant marketing campaign? Yes.
Of course.
Did we embrace it and love it and still love it to this day? Also, yes.
You got free toys. You got food. A toy came with it. That was like the dream of a kid.
And usually the toy was a marketing tie-in to some movie that's happening that you're excited about. You are, bred to be excited about.
Yeah.
I remember, like, Mario 3 came out, and they're like, we have Mario 3 toys at McDonald's. And
I scrounged for money. I cut so many lawns so I can go to McDonald's and get all the Happy Meal toys. I only got, they kept giving me repeats of the stupid fried Transformer thing. But
those Transformers
I remember
were cool.
Those were cool.
Yeah. I wanted, because they had, like, the generic, like they were like a box of fries that transformed. They were like the generic when they didn't have a collaboration toy.
I think it was a collaboration with Transformers, wasn't it?
I think it was made in conjunction, like alongside it. I don't think it was ever an actual collaboration. Was it?
There they are.
Oh,
Is it actually branded Transformer, or do they just transform?
They're called changeables.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure they just like harped on the popularity of the toy, transforming toy, and like we're gonna make our own. But
these are really interesting. Like, they were well-designed toys. They were kind of sturdy. Like, a lot of these still hold, like, you may have some in your attic, in your basement, if you are old.
These are the original fidget spinners.
We did. Well, I mean, the thing about it was, this was just part of life. Fast food was part of your life. You had fast food toys, you had fast food meals, you had fast food characters that you knew about. Yeah. Some people even watch fast food TV shows.
There's fast food video games.
There is. McKids.
Sneak King.
Sneak King.
Well, that's much later.
Yeah, much later.
I'm talking in the heyday of like 1991, 1990.
Yeah, so there was a McDonald's one?
McKids.
Yeah, McKids was on the NES.
It's a great game, actually, too. It's fun. It's hard. It's hard to get past the birdie stage.
I think I wonder how close my memories are. If you could pull it up, Dylan, I want to see if my memories are way
Kids
off.
Nintendo.
Kids NES.
Or if I'm thinking of the right game.
There it is
first
at the
one.
top.
Oh yeah, you had to walk if you wanted 1-player or 2-player.
The longest-
Virgin.
Oh, that makes sense. They made like all the time games. They made the Cool Spot game.
Did they really?
Yeah. I remember that clearly because I was like, who's this company?
I remember it did have a pretty cool mechanic of 1991. I was right. Of like there were blocks that you jumped on. And they did different things. You could go like faster or whatnot.
And they had something that would let you run up the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh
you
my
could
God,
go-
Darwin, Darwin.
Wow.
I don't remember this.
Look how terrifying that. You probably didn't play it.
I feel like I just saw it in Nintendo Power or something at least.
Yeah. I remember every look.
It was
It's
just
very.
It was worth playing. It's worth playing.
It's actually it's not a bad.
Oh, that's right. There
platformer.
was a block holding mechanic.
Was this
like
before or
Rescue
after
Rangers.
Mario? That was before Mario World.
Yeah.
No, I
But
know.
you can hold it horizontally in Mario 3 though. But this is picking up over your head. Yeah, that's
and that's
Oh, yeah, you
that's
flip.
the thing.
whoa.
So there was some actual thought put into this game.
This game actually looks pretty.
It's a pretty good game.
Looks like a good Mario knockoff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
All right. So we talk about McDonald's. So
Sorry.
most of what we know about McDonald's is this promotional stuff, right? That's
Yeah.
where most of my memories are. The food, though. How do we feel about the food? Because I always except for the chicken nuggets, I was always a little disappointed by the food.
I was opposite. I didn't like the chicken nuggets
Really?
that much. They used to be cheap. So like in my
Yeah.
early teens, I would buy them because they were $5 for like 20 of them. That's like 3 meals. But besides that, yeah,
I have a lot of love for McDonald's in my heart and in my stomach. Everything tasted the way it was supposed to taste. But I tried the chicken Big Mac
oh, the new
this
thing?
last
Yeah.
week. It did not.
It wasn't
hold
good.
up. It wasn't hot either.
Oh, so it was
so I
prepared
got
wrong.
kind of screwed by McDonald's. But this is also a thing. Like this is a big thing of like every community had 2 McDonald's.
Yeah, the good
And
one and the trash one. Yeah.
I don't want to go. Let's not go to that one. Let's go to the good one.
Yeah.
Right? Is the classic line. That was another thing. There were so many of these.
Yeah.
There was so much. There still is, I guess, so much fast food. But I just remember an overwhelming amount growing up.
What's your go-to meal at McDonald's? And what's your favorite sandwich?
So when I think McDonald's, I think about the value menu and how to manipulate that. So for me, McDoubles and McChickens, like 3 to 4 of them, and then driving away and having spent $5. That was the heyday. Now I'm kind of impressed with the Biggie bag over at Wendy's. I think is pretty impressive. But I looked at fast food as value because when I came into my own, having my own money, being teenager plus, that's when they all started doing value menu items.
Yeah, and you're like, wait, I can be full from a meal for like $5.
Yeah, and I can eat 5 cheeseburgers.
Because you're
each a buck.
You're responsible.
That's right.
As long as the 5 cheeseburgers are under $5, you're responsible.
But
You're saving
I am a fan. I am a fan. It does make me a little sick now after the fact, but
Yeah.
the act of enjoying a McDonald's meal while you're eating it is fantastic.
It's worth the hit to your body. Is
the
what I'm
time
hearing.
before and the time after, not so much. But the actual during the chewing, it is a wonderful experience.
Like I will say, I've never gotten sick from fast food. Like at least not to the point that it's like a pop culture meme. Like
Yeah.
Taco Bell, it's not real food, so that's why it makes everybody sick. But
Well, okay, so
yeah,
we're
McDonald's French fries, like I've never eaten those. I'm like, oh, they're greasy, and my stomach hurts now. I'm like, I could eat McDonald's French fries infinitely.
Yeah, I've
Me
never
too.
felt like sick, but just like kind of like a little sluggish maybe.
I
I'd
know
be like,
people that'll eat it and
Oh,
have
I've
to run
gotten
to the
sick.
bathroom immediately. Like
Yeah.
as soon as they eat it, they're like, oh, went out the other end, and I'm like, I wouldn't buy it if that happened.
they're McDonald's intolerant
Well,
instead of lactose
It's a
intolerant.
waste of money. Even if you spend $2 on a cheeseburger, if you just poop it right out, you wasted $2. You
Yeah.
didn't get any nutrition out of it. No,
But you enjoyed
the minimum nutrition there
actual
is. You didn't
eating
get
it.
anything. But
The 5 minutes.
what
of
did you
eating
enjoy it,
is
or was it the
beautiful.
nostalgia of?
No.
remembering eating it?
I enjoy it. And here's the big thing about fast food. If the franchise is run well, it is a much different experience in terms of taste and joy from it than if it's a poorly run franchise.
That's very interesting because the whole point of these franchises is that they are all the same and they want that level of quality to be identical. And apparently that is not the case.
It's not the case with McDonald's. I can say that hard and fast. There are good McDonald's and bad McDonald's.
Well, that's interesting, though, because McDonald's like pioneered that format of franchise restaurant. We supply what you use, so that everything's the same. But you still find a way. People still find a way to mess it up. It sounds.
Well, as incredible as McDonald's is as a business and an enterprise, there is an effort level required of the actual workers in the restaurant.
A bare minimum.
Because I will bet you that Cosmo experiment, that is a non-human version of McDonald's, I bet they will get the same taste in every single restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, there is still a little different. And I'm going to be fair. I don't even think McDonald's ever thought they were going to be as crazy busy as they are at times. So what do you do during a rush? And you don't have enough staff to man the fryers. This is like, we can all identify with this as business owners and whatnot. So I don't fault them.
Yeah.
But also, it robs me of my joy.
Yeah, it's a real bad experience, especially if
I hate that it's hit and miss.
Especially if you can somehow know it's the restaurant and not like the shift, and not just like the
shift. That's very interesting. Only go to this McDonald's during these hours.
Like if you go and you have a bad experience, you're like, I just won't go to this one ever again. I'll go to a different one.
Yeah.
But if you could be like, oh, don't go in the morning. The morning shift is lazy. They suck. They're all high. Mm-hmm. Go at night when they're all on the ball. That would change things for me. Like there's a Wendy's near me that I will only go to in the early evening. Because by like 8 o'clock, they're swamped. They don't care. You get undercooked food.
Mm-hmm.
They ignore your order. Before then, it's great. After then, it's like, oh, it's hit or miss if you even get what you ordered.
So what do you get at your Wendy's?
I used to get the fries, and they suck so bad now.
Just the fries?
Yeah, they changed them to be like Burger King's fries, which I always hated. They're like,
really? I always enjoyed those crispy fries.
They made a big point of changing their fries, like a marketing push last year. I was like, oh, our fries are different now.
You get burgers there?
Yeah, I get the Dave's triple because
that's a good choice.
Is that got bacon on it inherently?
No. But it's 3
patties.
You're
talking about the Baconator.
Yeah, but it's a 3/4 pound burger, basically 3 patties and 3 things of cheese. And I'm like,
that's a big meal.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm going to get this
3/4 pound.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wendy's square patties are 1/4 pounds.
That's big. Like 3/4 pounds is.
So
it's bigger than a Lucky's burger.
No, because it's very poorly constructed and mostly lettuce. So it's about the size, same height as a Lucky's burger.
Okay,
it's just heftier.
What's your Wendy's order?
See, I don't go to Wendy's very much.
Okay. What's your McDonald's order? Because we skipped right by that for you.
So back in the day when I was a young adult, just making my first money, I was like, oh, I can order the 1/4 pounder now. And so I would get the double 1/4 pounder. And that was like the pricey thing, right? Like that was maybe $6 for just the sandwich.
Back then?
It was a flex.
It was more expensive. It was like 3 something.
No, it was more than 3 for the double 1/4 pounder.
It's $6 now.
No, it's more now, dude.
Not that much more.
Yeah, it is.
It's the only thing I eat at McDonald's.
Are you talking the meal or just the sandwich?
Just the double 1/4 pounder.
Yeah, definitely less.
I would get that, but there was one very special time of year in a special location, the Andorra McDonald's. They had brownie sundaes, and they don't do it all. I've never seen it since, but they had a brownie, and they put soft serve on it. Delicious.
How did we not Grubhub a bunch of fast food for this? I'm going to be dying during this entire
episode. They even put a maraschino cherry on top. It was a brownie with soft serve, whipped cream, and a maraschino cherry, and it was great. So I would get a double 1/4 pounder and that brownie sundae. I was like, this is my like splurge meal, and it was really good. Yeah.
Did y'all play sports in high school? So
I wish they had any sports I wanted to play. But
so there's a thing with high school sports and middle school sports, for that matter, which is when you have an away game, you stop for fast food on the way back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not before, because then you have kids sick all over the field.
Some of the best experiences of my life, but also where I witnessed some of the craziest eating I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I swam competitively, and there was this one kid who was absolutely shredded, jacked, great swimmer for our team. Like
we would stop 1,500 calories just on the way back.
Dude, we would stop on the way back, and every single time he started with 7 McChickens and 7 McDoubles.
Whoa!
Did he eat the bread too, or did he like smash them all in one sandwich?
Too. Dude, that's 4,000 calories right there.
I've never seen anything like it since. I've tried. I've never gotten that level, but
first got to swim 200 yards.
Well, that's
Then you can fit all the McDonald's you want.
Wow, more than 200 yards.
As you're talking about 14 sandwiches he started with?
For $14.
That's like a sack of food.
Yeah. And he got through the whole thing. But that's the thing is you got to look at it in a different way. You know, like if you go to like a Chinese buffet, you know, the rice is just there to fill you up. So you got to stay away from the rice.
Yeah.
So you got to stay away from the fries or anything with vegetable on it too. You just want meat, cheese, bread.
Yeah, it depends what if you want
Ketchup,
to.
mustard.
Yeah.
See, that's the way to go though. It's expensive if you just go, I want all the proteins, right?
Yeah. Well, that's why you get McChickens. You get one slice of lettuce on each one.
That lettuce is
minimal
too big.
vegetable. That was too much.
I hate that lettuce. I hate that lettuce. I would go so far as lettuce belongs on no sandwiches. Whoever thought of that? It really bothers me. One spinach leaf, max. Not lettuce. Does nothing. It's like eating a cabbage with chocolate milk.
I do remember.
Oh God.
They kick up the filet of fishes whenever Lent would start. So all the people who were going to church would be like, all right, on Fridays, I got to go eat the filet of fish. And I wonder how many filet of fish they sell, like in like a heavy, like Christian area.
Never
Probably a lot.
ordered a filet of fish in my life. Never even had one.
Have you ever
would you?
eaten fish sticks, or you just don't like those either?
No, I've had fish sticks, but why?
It's like fish stick
It's
with
like
cheese
3
on
fish
it.
sticks like
It's a
next
fish
to
stick
each
with
other.
cheese. That's why I got it, because I was like,
Is that better than a Big Mac? I think not.
No.
it's for different tastes.
Ask the Gorton's fisherman.
I will. He's out of business now.
Oh.
I used to, they had a Big Mac promotion in like the late 90s that I basically subsisted on. As you can tell, I subsisted on it for a bunch of years.
Big Macs,
it was like 2 for $4 Big Macs.
I remember that.
So I like buy one, eat it. The second one would be like lunch the next day. Put it in the oven, no toaster oven,
Toaster.
and it gets nice
yeah.
and toasty on the outside too. It was always good.
So this was slow fast food. This is like fast food for later.
Fast and slow.
Yeah. All right.
Oscillating speed food.
That is very funny because I distinctly remember a friend of mine would use the top of his Xbox as a warmer. So we would be having LAN parties playing Halo, and then whatever fast food or pizza or they had these sandwiches that were called moons that were incredible. He would just keep it warm the whole time right on top of that big green glowing thing.
Going back real quick. So
That's
Wendy's,
awesome.
I said I didn't eat a ton of, but there was one thing that I was a big fan of, the Frosty. How do you guys feel about Frosties?
I don't like the Frosty.
You're anti-Frosty.
I think I've said that on this podcast before, man.
Yeah.
I am anti-Frosty, but for a very specific reason.
Okay.
The Frosty is not a milkshake. Therefore, it cannot be substituted as a drink when you are eating something. I know because I almost choked and died because I had no drink. So I was trying to wash down
With the
a
Frosty.
bunch of milk and French fries with a Frosty, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it's going to kill me. So
I'm
Frosty
surprised you
almost
did not
killed me.
die. Yeah, I'm surprised you did not die.
It scared the hell out of me. And so I've always been resentful of like, who are these people ordering fries and a Frosty? You need fries and a Frosty and a drink or you're going to die.
See, this sounds like a Terry problem to me more than anything.
It was coming from the, like,
you hear what I'm saying? You can order a milkshake at McDonald's as your drink and wash things down. You can't wash shit down with a Frosty.
Yeah, because the big pop culture thing was dip your fries in the Frosty. So Wendy's doubled down or leaned into that.
And I
image.
did that, and I
it's
enjoyed
gross.
it.
You enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. It's the I don't know what. There's a bunch of things you could dip the fries into the honey. Now, fast food used to be better.
Yeah,
they gave
the
out
nuggets,
honey.
you should give honey,
You could get packages of honey,
like actual honey.
So that's what I would put my chicken McNuggets in. It would be like honey, and it was really good.
Yeah. Now the only thing you can get, the only place you get honey in a fast food restaurant is honey sauce from Popeyes, which is brown corn syrup. It even says on the packages corn syrup and like food coloring.
But you used to
they call it honey sauce.
Free honey from any of these fast food places, and the fries in that. How do you feel about that?
That sounds good. I never did that. The nuggets in them though were already delicious.
I was very excited when post my college years in the 2000s, ranch dressing started showing up at a lot of these different fast food entities because I had gotten used to pizza and ranch.
Oh, like
that's a
dipping
big
the crust
college
in.
thing.
Yeah.
So naturally, the French fry and ranch also is something that is absolutely delicious, and I highly recommend you try it.
That's about as far as I'll go. Like, as someone who loved ranch dressing as a salad dressing as a kid, I don't like it now. I think I realized I grew up and it's not a salad dressing.
Steve left the Hidden Valley.
Hidden Valley left me behind. Well, I'm in the visible mountain
You're in
now.
Stardew Valley now.
But yeah, speaking of which, Burger King started selling or giving away big ranch cups. Because they had little ranch cups for like nuggets and fries, and now they have a big one that is like 3 by 3 inches, like an inch thick. They call it the big cup, but it's just 12 ounces of ranch dressing.
That's a ton of ranch
Hidden
dressing.
Valley ranch dressing.
For what?
I think you're supposed to dip your burger in it.
Oh, it's like a
dip
French
the burger
dip,
and eat it.
but
Yeah,
an American style.
I'll tell you what.
a Midwestern dip.
Chicken
Yes.
sandwich would be amazing in that.
Oh yeah, like the long wise like classic.
So
Yeah.
now you're turning on to this. You're like, wait, actually, dipping that whole
Actually,
burger
hold
in
on.
there.
Could you pull up Burger King ranch cup? Because I think it's like a meme now online. Like people are
Yeah,
giving them we're giving them free advertisement. I'm not talking about it, but
absolutely.
I think it's worth it because I didn't know Terry was a fan of ranch like that.
The Big Dip Ranch Cup.
It's just a huge. Cup
You
of-
didn't know I fucked with ranch? Because believe me, I fuck with
Yeah.
ranch.
That is huge. And they're doing it in the car. This is the worst video.
That's what they
too
want
much.
though.
That's too
That's
much
what they
ranch.
want. They want you to get this giant cup of ranch and then talk about it.
and eat it in your car.
Well, wait a minute. Eat it in your car did not exist before fast food. That is also a very interesting thing.
That's yeah.
There was either formal restaurant or grocery store when probably our parents were children.
Although now I'm imagining it as somebody driving with a fedora and a Studebaker, and they have a whole plate of beef Wellington, and they're trying to cut into it and drive.
Yeah, you're right about that. I never I thought, but eating in the car, I am a strong anti-eating in the car guy.
Oh.
Was this even when you were a kid, or
hard.
just now that
Spoken
you're an
like an
adult with a
angry
car?
dad.
Yeah.
Definitely now, probably less than when I was a kid. I think there were a couple times my family might have done it, but like it felt wrong. It felt dirty.
Unfortunately, my childhood in a car was, if I was in a car, we're probably getting fast food and I'm eating it in the backseat while my aunts like drive me to the movies.
Yeah.
I just did this on Saturday. I had a whole roasted chicken sitting shotgun. I'm eating
shotgun,
roasted
okay.
chicken.
Oh, it
Well,
was sitting shotgun you while you were.
Hold on. I had a busy evening, so the roasted chicken just stayed in the car overnight.
Yep. And then you had
And
a great.
I threw it out the next day.
I bet your car smells great now.
I mean, to be fair, that's an outlier. Though.
Yeah,
You
no.
don't start a roasted chicken, not finish. Was it a Costco roasted chicken?
No, it was I think it was an Acme roasted chicken.
Okay.
Don't hate on Acme roasted chicken. Not considered fast food though, right?
No. Rotisserie, I think inherently is not fast food. Like, it takes a long time.
I will install a rotisserie grill in my car.
So these look, the thing they're dipping into is bigger than the burger. Like this is
Yes.
crazy, and it looks thinner than I expected. Ranch is a little thick. It's got a little more body.
Well,
than
it's
that
Hidden
typically.
Valley Ranch, so it's crap ranch.
Mm.
But isn't that part of
They're not a sponsor, I can
fast
say
food?
that.
Isn't fast food supposed to be fun?
At some point, yeah, like they
Yeah.
because
Fun, funny, weird. I mean,
Fun,
they've
yeah,
given us
weird,
wonderful
definitely.
commercials and things like that,
yeah.
and advertising. But the idea is like, even fast food knows you're not supposed to have it every day. It's supposed to be a naughty little treat that sometimes.
Yeah.
But somehow it turned into people have daily fast food.
Yeah, it seems very bad for you.
It does. It does. But I don't want to be on a high horse or anything. I love fast food, but
like,
it's
eating anything-
expensive now.
Yeah, eating anything daily is probably going to be not the greatest.
Eating out, whatever you're eating out daily is bad.
but I mean, but eating the same thing daily,
Right.
unless you're like have a meticulously nutritionist crafted meal every day, like something from our friends at Factor Meals. Yeah, it's probably not worth eating that same thing every day. Ice cream every day would be great. Please eat ice cream every day from Tubby Robot Ice Cream Factory.
I
But
eat ice
it-
cream almost every day.
Yeah, but you also run
I
like
need
5 miles a day.
I need a high
or more,
protein
so-
ice cream, guys.
You know, you're not the first person to ask for that.
Because it started
No.
to exist.
Actually,
Yeah.
you were the first person to ask us that,
Oh, I probably was.
and he just asked
I thought
again.
Tim beat him. Tim asked for it when he was building the shop.
We asked you.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
okay.
Terry's the first person that I was around for the ask.
Got it.
Okay, yeah. We can have a fight over who asked for this. It's nasty, so we haven't made it yet.
Mm-hmm.
We might figure out how to make it later and be not nasty.
Maybe we'll just make a special batch for Terry.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, we make you some if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all day long.
of course. Absolutely. Terry's special batch.
Yeah. Well, so all right. I think about then other competitors
Yeah,
like
please.
Burger King. I enjoyed Burger King. I rarely got burgers at Burger King though. My favorite thing there, their chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever had their chicken sandwich. I don't think I've ever had a burger either.
What is up with that? But so they had this thing. Do you remember this? They had the international chicken sandwiches, and there were 3 of them.
Yes. Yeah. The Italian.
The Italian, the French, and whatever.
Yeah.
The Italian one was so flippin' good.
I think whatever was the classic, and I think
it might have been
ours.
classic, and then French, and then Italian. The Italian one, like I could have eaten like all day,
it's a pizza
all night.
sandwich. It had marinara and
marinara and mozzarella melted on it. And it was like, plastic cheese mozzarella, but like
still good.
It fell apart in your mouth as you ate it. And I can taste it right now. I haven't had it for decades, but I'm thinking about this international chicken sandwich.
What's the French
Can we
one?
see it, Dylan?
Yeah,
what's
it's like
French one?
international Burger King Italian.
Was there a French one like it had ham on it or something?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
That
funny.
doesn't
That
say
was
much.
me watching Angry Video Game Nerd on this channel.
But yeah, and there was a specific one at Ivy Ridge Shopping Center.
Okay.
Not there anymore.
Yes. So one of the reasons, and like Terry kind of
Bingo.
seemed surprised I never had the burger.
Mexican.
Oh, I think that's now the
Yeah, I
other
think
one. It
this is
definitely
now.
used to be French. I remember the ham.
It's got
Queso, that might be.
Dude.
But that's
I didn't know they still did. I might have to go to a Burger King soon because I didn't
queso
think
and
they still
jalapeno?
did
That
this.
might be good.
limited time only. No.
Yeah, but
A year ago.
there was no Burger King near me growing up. It was McDonald's. There was a KFC. There was a Checkers, which was Carpetbagger from down south, and there used to be a Roy Rogers, which closed. Nothing else within like a 1.5-mile radius of me was a Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as my big boy job as an adult, there was one right across the street. And I just never ate there because I had a bias against it.
Yeah.
So
Chicken sandwiches were great.
why? But why? Why is the Burger King chicken sandwich so good? Is it because the Big Mac had such market share that Burger King? I think they came out with theirs first.
Yeah, well, like that's why I never tried
They
the
might have.
Whopper is because McDonald's had my burger fast food share. Like I was
However,
not looking at any other fast food burgers.
You should do yourself a favor and try a Whopper. Try a Whopper. If you can get an angry Whopper, I don't know if they make them anymore. Those were
Like
fantastic.
hot sauce on it or
yeah,
something?
they were
Yeah.
spicy. They were really, really good. But the Whoppers are not to be slept on.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Got a good kind of bread. They got a good thing going on. And the great thing is there's such a difference between a Whopper and a Big Mac.
Yeah.
And that's something to be said. It's not a attempt to copy the Big Mac. It's its own thing. And it's fabulous. And I think Wendy's also did a great job with going their own thing and having the square patties. But anyway, why? Why would the chicken be good at the burger place?
They just went a different way. Like it's like a long roll. There's something about that long sesame seed roll. Like
It's breaded properly. Like, McDonald's chicken stuff doesn't taste bad, but it's kind of like they took some raw chicken and covered it in a bubble of crispy stuff. Like it doesn't seem like battered chicken. Like if you made chicken, you would get Burger King.
Yep.
If you manufactured it for fast food, you would get McDonald's.
yeah, it's weird.
Like I would buy the nugget and the breading would come off the nugget every now and then.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this feels fake. It feels manufactured. Of course, all of them are, but it felt assembly line made.
And what I didn't realize until years later is that McDonald's chicken nuggets are all made in molds, and there's like 5 or 6 shapes that are repeated. You didn't know this? Yeah. There's look up McDonald's chicken nugget shapes, and there are I think it's 5 specific shapes and they all have a name.
Like I noticed
So I've been eating Dino Nuggets this whole time.
Effectively,
amorphous Dino Nugget.
Now, interesting thing about the chicken McNugget.
it's 4 shapes. Okay, there you go. That second one looks good.
Interesting thing about the chicken McNugget is that started a trend where anywhere that there were chicken nuggets, you asked for chicken McNuggets on accident.
Oh yeah. And
Talk
I remember
about affecting a young person's brain.
kids would talk about chicken McNugget. They added a syllable to it. It doesn't make it shorter, but yeah, I remember all kids would be like, in school, be like, oh, give me some of them chicken McNuggets.
Exactly.
It's like, we're not a McDonald's, man. But yeah, they're all 4 shapes, and the boot is the one that sticks out the most to me because it's got the little knob.
Boot, bell, ball, and
The other. Mo.
Okay, so we talked about essentially, I think those are the big 3.
bell.
Is McDonald's,
Thank you.
Burger King, and Wendy's. I believe are the big 3, and I think every once in a while 2 changes between Burger King and Wendy's.
Okay.
However, there's another lane of fast food. And if you, like I did, grew up in upstate New York,
I mean, we did not, but continue.
in a town called Malta, which was in Saratoga Springs, one day, news came from on high that next to the grocery store, which if you were a crafty 13-year-old, you could get to on a bicycle.
Just got to cross like 2 lanes of the highway.
They were putting in a Taco Bell KFC combo.
I wasn't sure if you were going to say that or Sonic. I thought you were going to say Sonic.
And it changed everything.
The Taco Bell combo.
My whole life changed when the KFC Taco Bell was put in to the Malta Shopping Center. Everyone's life changed.
As a quick tangent, it's interesting because in upstate suburban New York, you get a Taco Bell KFC. In urban Philadelphia, they also added a new fast food restaurant near where I lived. It was it was a McDonald's / Amco gas station.
What?
It was gross. It was the worst idea. Literally half the building, split the building design in half.
I've been there. It's still there, right?
I think so.
I had definitely got a burger and then some gas somewhere.
Yes, at Brown Gerard. At Brown Gerard, it's still there.
Amco and
it's gas station one side and Mini Mart when you go in the other side is a McDonald's.
Wow.
As I stopped going, well, I didn't live there at the time, but I wouldn't go there because I'm just imagining the burgers cooked in high octane.
Now, I don't think I've been to a combo. I've been to both separately a bunch.
Okay.
Is it hard to decide when you go in, like, which one do I want?
Do you have to go different counters or is it just...
No, same counter and you go both.
Okay.
You go both.
Oh, you get a little, like, give me a drumstick and give me a taco.
The classic meal is you get a cheesy gordita crunch and a chicken little. The little I think they're called chicken littles.
Yeah, chicken littles. Yeah. I love that sandwich.
Those two things are the best because the thing about a KFC chicken sandwich is it's thicker and chickenier.
Yeah. It's probably made with chicken.
It is. But it's stacked high. But then their little chicken, it feels like has more girth and good meat in it than like a McChicken, a full thing. But even though it's smaller. But those, and then a cheesy gordita crunch, which went off menu for a while, and you had to ask for it like in secret, like you had to know the password, and they would still make it, was one of the best things you could do for yourself.
Wow.
Now, you want to kick it up a notch?
Certainly.
The KFC hot sauce is superior to the Taco Bell sauces. So getting a KFC hot sauce and applying it to that cheesy gordita crunch.
Ooh.
Now you're cooking with fire.
This is very creative.
Yes.
I didn't know they brought the chicken little back. I might need to go to a KFC for the first time in 20 years.
Yes.
Because when they took off the menu the first time, I was like, I swear this place off. And then they made the double down and I swore it off even more. If you don't know, the double down was a sandwich where
the double down.
a chicken patty and
what was the meat?
I forget what the meat was.
Was it a different
chicken? Was the bread?
But what was the meat? Was it more chicken? And then some more chicken. Was it 3 pieces?
There's no way. Bacon. There was bacon.
Yeah, chicken as a bread, bacon as a sandwich. That's what it was.
Not a sandwich.
It is.
So that's fascinating. And Taco Bell's interesting because Taco Bell, from what I've heard, there's like 5 main ingredients and everything on the menu is just like a mix.
Which is a very efficient way to design a
what you've
restaurant.
heard, have you never Taco Bell'd?
Oh, I've Taco Bell'd. Yeah. But I've never
worked at a Taco
Bell.
Okay.
Yeah. I've rang the bell.
Okay.
Liv Moss, Yo Quiero, all that stuff. But what I found fascinating was that it's actually a go-to place for vegans. It's one of the few fast food places where vegans can go and get it. And I only knew this because when I was living in New York working with some vegan people, like, oh, let's go to the Taco Bell. You can make modifications there to turn any of their stuff vegan somehow. And you never would have guessed, like, Taco Bell. They're like, yeah, they just swap things in and out, and like 2 of the things are meat, and like everything else is vegan. So you just ask for everything else in a pile.
Yeah.
And they'll do it.
Well, Taco Bell is interesting because the Taco Bell diet is real. You can lose weight and get healthier if you switched from any of the other.
If you replace fast food with fast food,
it's less bad for you than the other stuff.
So this is
it's still just as bad. I'm just saying you could lose weight.
You can lose weight. Okay,
less bad.
There's less calories.
This is
same bad.
Sounded to me like the Cheerios tagline of reduces risk of heart failure because you're eating Cheerios, not bacon.
That's right.
It's not because Cheerios reduce your risk.
Right.
You're just not eating bacon anymore. You're eating Cheerios.
Now, do you ring the bell?
I haven't also in like 15, 20 years. When I used to work downtown, I used to go to Taco Bell on the way to work. I don't work near one anymore, and I've never gone out my way to go to a Taco Bell. It's always been like last resort, getting on the train. I need food now.
I always remember being like the cheapest option. Be like, oh man, you get a chicken soft taco, it was like 79 cents. So I'd be like, give me 5 chicken soft tacos. Yeah.
And
the Dorito taco.
I never had the Dorito one.
Dude, there's a place I stop on my way home from the office sometimes. There's a specific Taco Bell.
You're going to eat terrible tonight, aren't you?
Oh, God. I'll be sick tomorrow, I'm sure. Well, okay, so another question.
Yes.
I have just opened the door to Taco Bell and KFC.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider them fast food? Or is fast food burger and fries?
I think they iterated on the fast food formula close enough, like start close enough to what they deviated from to be fast food.
I think they are definitely fast food. Like, no question. It's more about how it's prepared and how it's presented, and it's less about the cuisine, right? So in those cases, it's stuff like, yeah,
like Little Caesars under that definition counts as fast food. They do everything.
I would pull that. I don't think that's fast food.
It's
I would think a pizza. Okay. Yeah. So on City Ave, there is a Taco Bell / Pizza Hut Express.
Pizza Express is more fast foody. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, see, I would kind of argue with that because Pizza Hut Expresses, they just make the pizza as normal and they keep it warm until you buy it, which I guess is what fast food does.
Right.
But that's basically what Taco Bell does. Little Caesars does. They have everything assembly aligned. You just have to cook it. That's why it takes like 5 minutes to get it.
Because they just
cook it. No, sorry, no. The clerk behind the counter just has to cook it.
But it's cooked to order.
Yeah, it is cooked to order, but you can order 3 things.
Right. Cook to order. That brings up something interesting.
Well, yeah, I guess that might be
MTO, made to order, is kind of different from fast food.
Yeah.
So the first thing that jumps to mind for me is a Five Guys.
Yes.
Right? Five Guys, like, they make it for you the second you ask for it.
Yeah, but they're also always making burgers like a McDonald's or a Burger King.
But they're making your burger specifically. Like,
you can have it your way at Burger King.
But
as long as your way is listed here.
When you're in Five Guys, you're like, oh, I'll have a standard burger, and the second that you say that, say 2 patties, and they get someone started grilling those 2 patties for you.
Possibly, I feel like a lot of that.
Definitely.
Like I've seen, like, the one say line there, you can see the kitchen area. I feel like that's mostly presentation and like performance.
No, it's not. It's real.
I don't know if
if nobody yelled 2 patties up, they would still put 2 patties up. I don't think. I don't know
if you can say this as restaurateurs, but to me, I don't believe in customizing anything as far as a fast food order. I think
that's interesting.
What it says is what it says.
Yeah,
and to maintain the speed of the line, you don't go off book, and you penalize people who go off book. There's the custom line. Here's the regular line.
We had to talk about this about Tubby just today.
And like, not to get too much in the weeds, but yeah, like there used to be a point where I would do special orders or fun for the customer modifications. Oh, I've never done this. This amuses me. Let me try it. I've tried these things. Some of them, like you said, they ruin productivity. Some of them are just, they don't present.
Yeah.
It makes it look like I did a bad job preparing this item because somebody wanted me to do something that was outside the norm.
It's not on the menu.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, it's not on the menu. Sorry. I'll give you the pieces. You can do it if you want. Mm-hmm. But there was a point, where I'd be like, oh, I'll try putting fudge inside of the bottom of this cup. And it's like, no, it's messy. Fudge is all over the place.
Yeah. So we are very much like, if it's not on the menu, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and you can ask.
You can ask.
But if we say no,
accept it. A lot of people will say like, but why not? But do this for me. But why not?
And it's because these weak managers at McDonald's let that shit slide. And now they have a group of humans who are used to doing that. But
so blame Burger King. That was a whole slogan.
I'm also very, yes, it was.
Yeah.
But I'm also very much interested in, I want what the fast food company designed as the best tasting thing.
Yeah. And
science built this burger, not human.
Yeah. There's a reason the menu item is that and not burger with whatever topping. Like,
agreed.
That's one thing I don't like about Five Guys is they're just like, hey, you get a burger. Here's all the stuff you can get on it. So I have to figure out what I want on my burger. Where if it's fast food, I want to be able to walk in and say, I want this thing, or I don't want anything, so I didn't go there.
So you don't like the customizability of the Five Guys?
Or a fast food, no. Because I want to.
Five Guys is not a fast food, though. We would consider that a fast cash.
Yeah, so like, I think I'm leaning more towards your guys' fast cash definition than as I talk through this. Like, I want them to curate it for me. I want to curate it. Like you said, Terry,
so
I want to curate
the brain process. Although you were just talking about how you wanted to go to get your Crunchwrap Supreme and put on the hot sauce.
That was Terry doing it.
I'm doing
it.
Yeah.
I'm respecting. I would go so far as if it's one of those cut in the middle, I will go to the Taco Bell side, make that whole order, take it away, and then to maintain the succinctity.
You're not going to ask
sanctity of that room.
Yeah, you're not going to call across the line for a packet of hot sauce. You're going to
go go to my own table and make that happen.
I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. As somebody who prepares food for a living, I respect that a lot.
Dining in versus dining out when it comes to fast food.
I dine out now. If I go to McDonald's, it's because I'm going to the movies. And it's like across the street. So we go and sit in the McDonald's, eat, and then go to the movie.
Yeah, I'm split on this because, like, tradition is to take it out. But, like, it's worse. Even if you take 15 minutes to get home,
Every
it's
second
worse.
counts for fast food.
Right, it really does. Because, like, this wasn't great to start with, right? You need every bit of quality. And the quicker you get it in your mouth, the better you are. So I think eating in is the superior option.
I think, yeah. And I also, that was the dream, of being 16 again, riding your skateboard to the Taco Bell, sitting in there with your boards and causing havoc. It's
just in the way. And you're laughing as you with a mouthful of McNugget as somebody trips over your skateboard.
But you're just crushing it.
Poser.
So we went over what I consider those, like, the big three is Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's. Taco Bell is huge.
Yeah.
KFC is not as huge, but
which is why they merged with
how I grew up,
Bells.
that's where I put it. What
KFC's
are some of the undersung other
Sonic.
fast foods?
Yeah, did you eat much Sonic? Because Sonic...
I just don't know where Sonic
Does
is.
that count? Doesn't a rollerblader come out?
That's
slow.
theatrics. You
See,
can also go in and get it.
I think of Sonic as being a place you can only access with a car, right? Like, even if there's one in the middle of, like, a city, like, it's surrounded by, like, just cars.
Well, that's why there aren't any in the middle of cities, because
There's one in North Philly, I think. I thought there's one in North Philly.
I would have to look it up because I haven't seen one. I know I've seen commercials for years, and it's like, the closest one's in Delaware.
But
I'm not going to Delaware to get it, but yeah.
Never really been.
I would like to go because they have limeade, and I love limeade.
So another one that comes up, Popeyes.
Oh,
Similar.
Popeyes is excellent.
I grew up on a lot of Popeyes.
Yeah,
like, my
Popeyes
family
has
would
been
eat
good,
that a
yeah.
lot.
You did? I thought Popeyes was relatively new up here.
No.
It's since at least the 80s.
There's
They
one
were
on
like
the
3 or
boulevard
4,
that my family went to all the time. Popeyes used to be themed to Popeye the Sailorman.
What?
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Look up Popeyes 80s ad.
But about Louisiana Popeyes?
No, it was before. That's rebranded.
that's a newer
They
mark,
rebranded to be Louisianian?
Yes.
I mean, no, I think it was already Louisiana fried chicken as a slogan.
No, I don't.
But it wasn't
Maybe.
marketing. Because like I don't think the logo is changing. The logo part of it is the banner says Louisiana. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, maybe they did. That
Yeah,
says famous fried chicken. That was Louisiana fried chicken, I guess.
So you can see Popeye the Sailorman and Olive Oil here going to Popeyes, his famous fried chicken.
If they give it a couple more years, it'll be public domain and they can just use them again. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming they stopped because of licensing.
But what's cool, so these places,
What?
they had
It was based on the
Well, I
friggin'
don't think it was
Sailor
based.
Man,
I don't
and
think it was
wasn't
based on
fish?
him though. I don't think it was based on him. I think they just used him as they had a licensing agreement for advertising at some point.
So I remember very specifically, we would sit in at these Popeyes, and they had stained glass lamps, and the stained glass lamps had Popeyes comics on them.
Oh yeah,
which was
I remember
awesome.
those. Yeah.
Like dude, now I want to go on eBay and buy one of those because they were great.
Wait, sorry. I wonder if those women are singing "Love That Chicken" from Popeyes.
No,
as if
no.
So that wasn't the slogan back then
That
either.
wasn't the slogan back then.
That's a good slogan.
It's a good
Great
slogan. Well,
I'm a huge fan of the rebrand. Because
it's
I
been
didn't
very
even know
successful
that this
for them.
Yeah, and especially the sandwich is so good. The chicken sandwich.
So
crushes.
the one thing I think I like more than anything in life is the biscuits.
Popeyes.
They used to be
biscuits.
better. They're still
Yeah,
very
Dylan
good. They
knows
used to
what
be
I'm
better
talking
though.
about. They used to be better. Well,
Now they're like
Can I
more
see
hockey
them?
puckish.
classic Popeyes biscuits.
They're just butter. They used to give you honey, real honey. You put the honey on the biscuit.
Yeah, I would do that.
It was so good. It's even still good with the honey sauce, even though honey sauce is just literally corn syrup.
Popeyes. So Popeyes, I came to much later in life. They don't have Popeyes in upstate New York.
Got it.
They have A&W. You ever been to like an A&W?
There's one in
Fast
Willow
food.
Grove. That's one
I've
I've
seen
ever seen. But yeah.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
maybe they shared a distribution. So maybe they just stopped. Because I know North Jersey had Popeyes. But maybe they stopped at North Jersey and New York State was A&W.
We
maybe.
never saw them. But I had no idea how good a chicken sandwich could be until having the Popeyes one. It's bigger, it's thicker, it's delicious.
Well, that's the one. When it came out, they had lines all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like they sold out.
Well, yeah, because it's chicken seasoned very well. And they're like, if you just put that on okay bread, it'll be delicious. And they put it on pretty good bread. So it's even better.
Yeah, I never had the chicken sandwich. So I should try that. So my family would always get
You gotta get the spicy chicken sandwich.
spicy chicken
You gotta
sandwich.
get the spicy
chicken
one because it
sandwich
has
is
like a
incredible.
spicy mayo on it.
Yeah.
And without that, the sandwich is just kind of dry.
All right, well, I got to try that.
It's so good.
And we'll put one pickle on it.
Growing up, we'd get the bucket of chicken, and you eat the bucket of chicken, and you get the biscuits. And I love that Ernest P. Worrell is on this. I don't know what the context is, but Popeyes plus Ernest would be childhood for me.
got
So
a
wait,
kind of
so this is
buttermilk?
very interesting.
Yeah.
Your childhood bucket of chicken experience is not KFC, but it is Popeyes.
Correct.
Mine should have
is
been more.
KFC.
Yeah, mine should have been Popeyes more often, but the KFC was closer, so it's normally. I was always upset when we got KFC. So I wanted Popeyes. I
could
knew
you
it
be
existed, and
upset?
KFC Popeye was always so much
And back then, it was
better.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, but I was like, it's so slimy compared to Popeyes. Popeyes is more like my grandmother makes.
Yeah.
Can I see a list of fast food restaurants?
There's another one in this realm that I've only been turned on to in
Churches?
No, in recent years.
Churches, Checkers, and that whole.
I don't like
But,
churches.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah.
Chick-fil-A, like every time I saw the branding for some reason as a kid, I was turned off. I was like, oh, look at that. They don't spell it right. I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't want that. But then I tried it as an adult. My wife was like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. And I was like, wait. This is always this good?
Mm-hmm.
They're really
Yeah, it's nice and buttery.
Here's
Yeah.
the question: Chick-fil-A or Popeyes?
different.
I do
So
like the
different.
Popeyes
I go
chicken sandwich
Popeyes
better
now.
than Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah, I go Popeyes now.
Well, do I want fried chicken or do I want the sandwich? And you're saying even for the sandwich, you
Yeah,
go Popeyes.
Same for the sandwich, yeah.
Oh yeah. I think Popeyes for the because it is. What's the Chick-fil-A sandwich called?
I think it's just
they just
Chick-fil-A
call-
chicken sandwich.
Wait, are they the Chicken Little and is KFC called
No,
something else?
no, it's definitely KFC is the
Okay.
Chicken Little.
Whatever the Chick-fil-A chicken. Well, I think it's just their chicken.
Yeah, it's
sandwich.
just chicken sandwich. and-
I do prefer the Popeyes to it.
Yeah.
I took that challenge when they both had spicy ones on the menu and you had to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Popeyes chicken it just tastes better and spiced. But I prefer the spices on that. Chick-fil-A is kind of a blander chicken, but the roll is better.
Hmm.
The roll is like buttery.
And they got the waffle fries.
I think you
I'm
can
kind of
put
a fan
butter
of
on it
the
and
waffle
toast it.
fries.
But yeah, the waffle. But yeah,
I like the Chick-fil-A experience, but so does everyone else in the world.
Yeah, which is
'cause
why
I've
they're
never
always
been
so
to one
busy,
without a
yeah.
line.
Yeah, and the Chick-fil-A, it's amazing. I've never been to one where the employees were mad to be there.
Yeah.
They're always nice.
They're
And a manager comes out.
Yeah, they're either handpicked or whipped. I don't know which one it is.
Whatever. Well, maybe it's just having off Sundays just makes them that much happier.
Maybe I don't know. Because like there was one in the gallery when I worked downtown, and the manager would come out and chat with people in line.
Yes.
Wow.
And like he was like from the company, so he was very religious. He was very, but he was a very nice guy, and he was like, I respect all peoples. He all sorts of people working there, and he was even kind of like, I don't truck with the company's like public line, like political line.
Mm-hmm.
I just think everybody deserves good chicken. And he was always. So he seemed like a shill, but a very well-meaning and nice shill. I just enjoyed talking to that guy. I was like,
Well,
this guy's
you
great.
just pulled the Colonel's conversation. Like that's how the
Yeah.
Colonel sold KFC around the country.
But
So maybe the Colonel started Chick-fil-A and nobody knew.
somehow every Chick-fil-A manager is like that. And I don't know how you hire for that. I want to know the
The
secret.
Chick-fil-A managers, I'm pretty sure they're all corporate. Like,
Okay.
they come from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you have to go to.
Actual.
I mean, it's just like you got to go to
Yeah.
McDonald's University to be,
Yeah, but those
franchise
people come
owner,
out
yeah.
like miserable. The people go to Chick-fil-A, they
I've
come out.
seen things.
The Chick-fil-A manager's like, hey, how's your chicken? Oh, that's great. Would you like me to get you another sauce? I'll go. And like even the clerk's taking your order is like smiley and nice and like, what
see,
are
the
they
question
doing?
is, do you recognize the clerk when you come in on subsequent visits? Or are they always replacing people because you get burned out from being so nice and they just always have new people that are always nice?
Maybe, but there is something to the southern charm of certain fast food restaurants to the point where they are better down south. I think they taste better. It's hotter.
Bojangles.
Yeah, well, what's that?
Bojangles is a southern fast food chain. I think it's chicken. But
It's
what I
chicken
remember
and
most
biscuits.
about them is that they sell buckets of iced tea. Of sweet
cool.
tea. They're like sweet tea, and it's just like disgusting amounts that a human should never
Well,
drink.
yeah, Popeye started doing that, but they have bags. So you get a bag of sweet tea or a bag of lemonade.
So
That's
this is interesting. We're looking at Google list of fast food restaurants. One, I forgot all about Raising Cane's.
I've never
Well, that's
been
newer
to
too, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're newer. I've just never heard of them, and I think they might be new around
But I
here.
wholeheartedly disagree with that Wings to Go and that Wawa.
Wings to go? No, get out of there.
That is not fast food.
Wawa's not really fast food.
I think you require a drive-through window.
I mean, you could have a Wawa to
No,
drop
I'm
the
just
window
saying if
though.
you
Yeah.
don't have one,
Well, all right.
I don't know if
But,
you
like,
could consider
Well, I
yourself fast
experience a lot
food.
of these in a mall. So in a mall, they don't have that at all. And I think that's like
Yeah.
you go to a Chick-Fil-A and Plymouth Meeting, that's still fast
Well,
food,
yeah,
right?
but also like
Yes.
to your point about Five Guys, if they're making your food to order in any capacity beyond like not putting salt on your fries, then Wawa would count as fast casual if Five Guys does.
Wawa and Sheetz are both made to order, and Sheetz is proudly made to order. They put MTO at the station to let you know, hey, this is Sheetz, bro.
The one place that's not true though is Wawa will have the hot holding places up by the register where you can get a breakfast sandwich, just grab and go.
All right, let me battle that. Let me battle that.
Well, yeah,
There is no
that's
person,
counter, yeah.
but there's no counter person involved for that.
Yeah,
You're right.
I don't think that counts as fast food because
Okay.
If you don't, if Ed from Good Burger is not a parent of like, welcome to wherever, can I take your order?
Yeah.
That I think is part of the fast food experience.
So then-
the actual workers are part
why
of
is
fast food.
Paramount not made actual Good Burger restaurants? They dropped the ball on that.
So how do you feel about the McDonald's now that have no person taking the order and it's just a touchscreen?
So this is where I started.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about Cosmo. I don't need that as much as I need robots making the food.
Right.
I think if you flip that, it's actually better because you
Yeah.
get the customer service that you grew up with, assuming there are people in there that want to be there. That's a trick. But I want to make sure when I go to fast food that it follows the fast food model of this is going to taste the same here as it will in Georgia, as it will here. And I think the Cosmo method will do that of the full thing is automated.
That makes
But
sense.
I don't go when I went to McDonald's to order the Big Mac chicken. There was a person there, and I went to the board and placed it there instead because
Antisocial.
No, because of the app
mean,
on my phone.
Yeah, they give you
I don't
discounts.
know how to talk to the person about the app on
Yeah.
the phone,
Well,
but I know how to scan the app on the device.
Well, I know from experience, if you talk to the person about the app, they'll say use the screen.
Ah,
Because that happened. Yeah, it happened to us a couple weeks ago.
See, so I've been to two McDonald's like that recently. I went to one in North Philly, and I went to one randomly in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Mhm.
And both times, as I was sitting there eating, I was like, "This is the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life."
what?
Just like hitting things on the screen, and you wait, and then a number's called, and you pick it up, and you sit there, and everyone's quiet, and it's like this dingy. It sucks. I hated it.
Well, so I will say the one in Plymouth Meeting,
Wow.
the one in Montgomeryville that we go to, it's a small place, so you can see the kitchen. The kitchen staff are having a hell of a time. They're all chatting and living it up. So I'm happy for them. There's one person that comes out to check if there's customers that need help, and then there's a manager, and then there's a busser. So we ordered on the screen. The manager brought the food, chatted with us.
Yeah.
Because we were like one of two sets of people in there. But then we went back and finished chatting with their coworkers and their staff. But they're all laughing it up, having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't feel so bad that
That
they weren't.
seems a little more community oriented.
Yeah, but that's just because the employees liked working with each other.
Yeah.
If they were all back there like just silent, it would have been creepy as
The
hell.
ones I went to, it was quiet and like there was no human interaction. Like no one even said like the number was called by a machine, and you pick it up and you sit down and you eat, and like there were walls everywhere. Like you couldn't see anything, and it's just like this.
Well, yeah, that
this
one is like.
sucks.
Well, I also want to be fair to staff. I definitely believe in the separation of front of house and back of house.
Mm.
And that, back of house can be a party if customers are not seeing them. If back of house feels like they're being watched, it's different for them. So I like, serve it up. Make it the best that you can. We don't need to see you. But that front of house, don't ever let me see you frown. You need to be the happiest, go luckiest person ever. I take that to heart. I was raised on good front of house fast food workers. I was one at a movie theater.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if I ever go into a McDonald's and someone's not smiling. They will smile by the time I'm done.
I don't know how Chris feels about
Or I'll
this,
say,
but
get to the back of the house.
I don't know how you feel about this exactly. I think I know. But growing up in Philly, if I get customer service like that, I'm just like, who's this versus?
Yeah.
Why are you pretending to be nice to me?
What do you want from me? Yeah.
Or I know you're pretending because it's your job to pretend to be nice.
And it's
so
like,
I'm going to go along with it. But
yeah, and I feel like I got to follow this formula, and now I'm straining. Yeah, I get
it's
that.
like a social contract. If I want fast food, I have to let this person smile at me, even though it's fake.
But we
all know
have
it's fake.
different experiences of fast food because I am from upstate New York and you are
Yeah.
from Philadelphia.
But what I do enjoy seeing is like when a staff seems to be enjoying themselves and they're talking with their coworkers and they're talking to regulars and they're like, this is great.
When it's genuine, it's great. But when it's like, hello, welcome to
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
when
I'm
it's like a switch
Yeah,
flipping.
but that,
I'm like, what the
we
hell?
should have been able to see when the face was down. Don't
Yeah,
remove
yeah.
the curtain. Stay behind the curtain, throw the face on, then come out.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want anybody standing there just like,
Yeah.
and then nobody's in there and they're just.
And that's one of the things I like best about running an ice cream shop is like people will come in, we have a conversation, we're enjoying it, other people come in, and then people are like, oh, what are you talking about? And like, it feels like a community, right?
Well, except for the one time we got a review that was like, they were talking amongst themselves. I didn't like it.
It's like, how dare they speak?
Look upset. Look upset. Make me ice cream and look upset.
There's definitely
Yeah.
a large portion of society that gets off on the idea of subservience.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even I didn't think you were going there, but that's exactly what I was thinking. Is the one thing fast food has done for ill is given some people a sense of power that they do not deserve.
Yeah. I think it's not necessarily fast food, but the place that has done the most for that is Starbucks. People at Starbucks are used to being catered to, and like they have their crazy orders with all of the
I'm paying
things.
$12 for coffee. You better make it the way I want.
Right, and if
I worked
it's
at a
wrong,
Starbucks for a couple months.
they raise
Yeah, only a
hell.
couple months, right? You're like,
Like a couple months, I got
forget this.
fired.
I'm not working. Oh, okay, never mind.
In the coolest way possible.
Whoa! So you just like threw a match, the place exploded. You put on your sunglasses and just didn't
he
look at
didn't
the
look back.
explosion.
In a way. In a way.
In a manner of speaking. So, all right. Were there things you did not like about working at a Starbucks?
Oh yeah, there was
Which could
plenty.
count as fast food.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I
It's
wouldn't.
not. You wouldn't say fast food because it's fast
I
drink.
wouldn't call it
fast
fast
service.
food.
It's
not
a
quick
coffee
service
shop.
I guess a quick service restaurant. Okay.
I will tell you what, I wholeheartedly believed in that approach. No one saw me without a smile
Mhm.
Yeah.
or anything. I was happy to be there. And if you're good on a register, you're good on a register.
Yeah.
You just smile, you take the thing, you pass it on. And then you keep it moving. I hate the idea that this is a fast food belief. This probably came from fast food. If there's a line, it's a problem. Clear the line. Clear the line, clear the line, clear the line. Don't know what you're not? Get out of the line.
Yeah.
Come to the front. Your goal is to clear the line. If I am in a fast food restaurant and I am waiting, I'm unhappy. You have to be willing to clear the line. And I took that to when I was working behind a register, whether it
Took it to
be
heart,
anywhere. It's like, here we go, next, here we go, next, here we go, next. You just want to order your thing and hold and wait for your order. That's what you want. You want to order.
The cynical point of view of that too is the longer people are waiting in line, the more chance they have to decide not to order from that fast food restaurant and leave.
Yeah.
So you want to push them through before they get a chance to second guess themselves.
I suppose
Or
that
be
is
like,
the
you know what,
cynical
McDonald's
side.
has a line. I'm going to go to Chick-Fil-A. You just like get them through. So
Get the
by
line.
the time they think of that,
Serve the line.
how can I help you? Oh, I guess I got to order now. They're talking to me. Like,
Yeah.
So this speed really, that's for fast food, a huge part of it for you. Like you
The first word.
Yeah. You're like, that's the most important thing.
It's challenging. That is a very
You
important
get fast,
part
good, or
of-
cheap. Pick two.
Well, that's
Right.
a very important part of the experience for me. If I was running a restaurant, I would want it to be fast first
Mhm.
and then quality second.
That's fascinating.
That's
now,
that's
I
fair,
say
yeah.
that because it's not a custom thing.
Yeah.
There's an efficiency that can be built if you're making the
Mhm.
same thing over and over and over. So you shouldn't be sacrificing quality for speed in a fast food environment, whereas you very much would in a traditional restaurant.
Yes.
You're going to give someone the extra time to make a
I
fly.
mean, I think that's where the last episode's discussion comes in. Like those chain restaurants are often fast casual or quick service restaurants where they do prioritize speed, and I feel like they sacrifice it for quality, like an Olive Garden.
yeah.
Like you don't go there
an
to
Olive,
yeah.
there's not a, well, yeah,
If you're waiting at the Olive Garden, you get up and leave go someplace else.
true.
But yeah, sorry, but back on topic.
No. I was just thinking like there's never two Olive Gardens in the same place.
Man, I would imagine you being a really good Starbucks barista. Like, it sounds like parts of it you were great at, and maybe some other parts
of
you
it
were
I
less
was great
good
at.
at.
I wouldn't call myself like a drinkologist or anything like that. Like I had it memorized. I ran the script. I put it out. But you wanted me at the register. I was going to upsell. I was going to get food going. It would just be crazy. If I knew one guy was like a coffee guy, I would clock him coming in. Coffee's already ready. He gets up there, hands me the check. He's done. Why? Because it moves the line.
And you just like that line going, like, this was not your business. You don't care how much
No,
money they're
yeah.
making. You just want the idea of that order flowing.
Yeah, I respect the idea of fast service and service with a smile.
Well, yeah, that's interesting that you already had that perspective as a customer. And as an employee, you're like, I want to perpetuate the thing I want.
And some people, myself maybe included, are against the slow smile. So if it's
Everybody's against that one.
no,
It's just
if it's happy and enjoyable, but it's taking too long, you've altered the role of what fast food is. Like maybe like having a conversation with me longer than 3 minutes in a true fast food restaurant, we have a problem.
Yeah, 3 minutes is long.
It is.
That's a long conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if I'm enjoying it, I'm thinking about the restaurant. I'm like, I'll burn this whole place to the ground.
I wonder how many people are like that, because I don't know. People are very impatient. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
They want it as quick as possible. And it's funny, like running our shop, like I think we do a really good job moving the line along, but we make everything to order as well. And so like for us, quality is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Quality is far enough to me, like most delicious, number one. At expense to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else be damned. And then I want it out fast. And I want it to be friendly.
But even the way you just said it, that means you are a food artist,
Yeah.
right? You're artistically looking at your product and making sure that it's absolutely optimal to what it can be first, as opposed to most efficient. But it's also why you don't walk into your shop and see, oh, that's where they make the twist cone. You know, because that's the polar opposite of having an artisanal experience, right?
Yeah.
That is convenience first with no art form whatsoever.
Right.
And why doesn't the McDonald's ice cream machine ever work?
I can actually answer that.
Really?
There's two answers depending on exactly who you talk to, but McDonald's employees are like all over. They'll debunk this on Reddit, like wherever it pops up. The machines are crappy to clean.
Yeah.
And so they just don't turn them on, so they don't have to clean them because they didn't sell any ice cream.
They're complicated. And they have to be cleaned every day.
Yeah. And then they also, the more technical side is they break down easily, and they have a right to repair. Not right to repair. They have a repair contract.
Yeah.
The opposite of that with the manufacturer. So they have to wait for repairs to be done.
A long-term
if they do
contract,
break.
and the machines break down a lot, and they are stuck with this contract forever.
Yeah. So if it legitimately breaks, it might take a while to get it fixed. So you're still telling people it's broken. So sometimes employees are just like, it's broken. We don't want to clean it, so it's broken. Sometimes it's broken because it's broken. And the repair guy's coming out next week.
There's a ton of work that goes into fast food. Like a McDonald's, like these people, like when they're doing the ice cream machine, they have to clean that every day, and that's work. Like we clean a much simpler machine every time we churn, and like, man, this is annoying.
Yeah,
They also the fryers, they empty and clean the
scrub and
fryers
clean.
every day, every day, and that's a ton of work. It's crazy. Like the fact that they're getting minimum wage people being able to do that, like, it's crazy.
Well, yeah, it also speaks to the way a brand like that knows how to educate and train is kind of amazing. Yeah. But they also went into it. I mean, in the McDonald's manifesto, the entire place needs to be able to be run by a 16-year-old girl.
Okay.
I believe originally, you know, like back in the 60s of like where it was just, you know, a lot of fast food, it was women.
So they're thinking like height and like weight and
yeah. Well, and capacity.
Yeah.
So there couldn't be advanced management tactic 1, 2, 3. It had to be, no, everything has a place and everything has a rule, and we've thought of everything that needs to be thought of. Just do this.
And a high schooler needs to be able to comprehend.
That's it exactly.
Yeah.
And now nobody needs to understand it because I know that Cosmo thing's going to take off.
Somebody needs to fix the Cosmo, and hopefully it's not the same people that fix ice cream machine, or else Cosmo just like can't sell. I'm broke. Cosmo machine broke.
And Terry goes, "Where's the smile?"
Yeah, that's right. It should just be a smile, and then you click it, and then you see there's more smiles.
Smiles everywhere.
Smiles everywhere.
Terry's a happy boy. Terry's a happy boy.
Unless you ate the onions at McDonald's in the last week or so.
Ew.
No, last month or so, rather.
Fucking E. coli.
Yeah. Or the quarter pounder. I mean, I neither, so I think I'm good.
I think fast food. First of all, it's having a comeback right now, which is kind of interesting. in that people are using Grubhub for fast food and things like that. And I don't think
Some of this
anybody
the other
saw, I don't think
day.
anybody
Yeah.
saw that coming.
Yeah, no.
It's the worst way to get it.
Yeah.
The most expensive and worst quality way to get it. Like, what are you doing,
Yeah,
guys?
it's happening.
half
I
an
know,
hour
it
later,
happens a
you're
lot.
gonna get your cheeseburger.
But I
Nobody's
think-
winning.
I think
Well,
there's a,
Grubhub's winning.
I think there's a path forward, which is you
Jones,
have to
you have Jones deliver your hot.
that too. But I think it's two lines.
Mhm.
I think you can have me. I would probably prefer an automated experience at this point. And for those who wouldn't, probably get it done with 2 staff members. So, you have this whole automated side for the people who are demanding efficiency. And then you have this other side for people who are a little bit more casual about it. Maybe they came in with their kids and no one knows what they want and whatnot. Fantastic. You got to go to that line. I think we got to, ideally, my goal for fast food is a 2-line system.
the slows and the
Know
fasts.
who you are.
One's a turtle and one's a hare, and you just take it from there.
And there is a security guard there kicking the slows out of the
I was
fast.
about to say, because I feel like, I don't know, you take the family where the kids don't know what they want, put them in front of the robot. So a person doesn't have to wait for them to figure out what they want.
Yeah.
Like, not at a place like McDonald's where it's not like they don't have choice.
Well,
Which one do you want? Like,
here's how you
you're not
do it.
making it to order.
You set up an elaborate elevator system that's kind of on its side where everyone gets in a cube. And then the robot says, taking too long, and that cube slides off to a different
The
track.
cube keeps moving the entire time, just slowly.
That would be
So
so
if you don't
fun.
punch it in time, it just cuts off. When you have to wait to come back around.
Yeah.
Or you get out and let somebody else in, and then they fill
Know
in.
thy order.
And then the walls are just the menus. They're like, take a good long look, guys. Yeah.
And I have a complaint. The menus need to be closer to the beginning of the drive-through so I know my order well in advance.
Yeah, so people pull up
I'm
and then have to
looking
read
at the
it.
menu
Yeah.
while I'm there. So there can't be 6 menus on my way up.
Chick-fil-A has a really good workaround
And
with
some
that.
people hide items
Yeah.
on the outside menu. You can
Oh,
only
yeah,
see them
they
on the
don't-
inside menu.
Yeah.
So I'm on my phone like, what's the secret menu?
I mean,
And I've caused an accident.
Chick-fil-A is a good solution, though. They just send employees out with menus on like iPads, and they take orders in the drive-through
Yeah.
to help speed the drive-through along. So like every other car has ordered with a person who's
Yeah,
out
somehow
there, and then the other one's ordered at
They
the window.
have the efficiency and the friendliness, and I don't understand how you do both well.
Look at them. They're going up, 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 up. They're record numbers and whatnot. So clearly it's working.
Yeah.
It's working of like people like delicious food served quickly. With a smile.
Yeah, but no, Chris is saying, but how do you get the employees to be efficient and cheerful?
The wrath of God, I guess. I don't know.
Literally, in Chick-fil-A's case.
I mean, I don't know, because there's a lot of angry McDonald's executives. I was going to say it starts at the top because I smile every day. I'm happy every day.
And all your employees are thrilled. Like, yeah, work.
Well, that's the goal. That's
Yeah.
the McDonald's way. Whistle while you work.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I hate my job.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know where we've all hired people,
Yeah.
It's really hard to find someone.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
And when you do, it's kind of this incredible feeling. So the fact that Chick-fil-A is pulling it off consistently.
We need to learn their secrets.
Yeah, we need to.
Steal
All
them
right,
for
so
us.
I wonder what it is.
we need to interview for Chick-fil-A and see what they're doing.
Undercover Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because this is information you can't get anywhere else. We need to do it firsthand, for sure.
Undercover bosses.
Only we're completely unrelated to the company. Yes.
We are bosses. We're going undercover at the other
At
company.
another.
It doesn't quite fit the manifesto of the mission statement of the show.
Yeah.
I think that
I
joke
watch
still
that show.
fits, though.
Bosses from other companies go to apply to work at their competition.
Yeah.
I would watch that show. I don't know how anyone would agree to film it on location, but I would watch that
Espionage
show.
bosses.
Espionage bosses.
Also, I wish there was more. There used to be more fast food restaurants, I feel like.
Like more quantity or more brands?
Brands. I feel like I'm often struggling here in Manayunk when I'm like, I would like a fast food, and I have to go to Wendy's because there's not other fast foods.
We ran them all out of town on purpose. Ted.
Yeah. I don't mean on the strip.
Yeah, just in
It's
the area.
right up
It's even in
Ridge.
Roxborough. The McDonald's is gone.
It
isn't
is
it?
weird.
No,
Down
there's
Ridge Ave.
Endora.
Is it still at Endora? I thought it was gone.
No, it's still
Yeah,
there.
but that's
out the way.
It's too far.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
far.
City Line
there's-
Avenue, there used to be a Wendy's?
The Wendy's is newer too on Ridge.
Five Guys
that's
is over there.
within the past 5 years that was built.
It is?
Which
that's new.
Wendy's? Because there's one on the other side of Ridge, like near Schur's.
No,
That's been
straight
there
up.
forever. Yeah, the one.
The one that's right up there.
Yeah, it's new.
Go up the hill.
There used to
I've
be.
not seen it.
It's where the Acme is.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that one's been there for a while.
No.
It's been-
There was a
The
historic
Acme?
building. No, the Acme's been there forever, but
Yeah.
the Wendy's is new.
Yeah.
There was a historic building there that they tore down. It was a whole kerfuffle.
You got to show me this after we
Yeah.
wrap because I don't
Oh,
know.
we can go there.
Tell me our own location. How old is this building? I don't know.
But now you're saying there really is. There's that Wendy's there. If you go to Bala, there's some more across the way.
Well, actually, and I know we're coming up on time, but it's probably franchising is probably harder nowadays because it's not just the franchise owners are going to show up, every month or whatever to check on their investment. With digital, they know everything that's going on. They know all the in, they know all the out. It's probably not as much fun to own a franchise these days for like a monster like McDonald's.
Also, over the last couple of years, especially
And I
with
mean
COVID,
like size of entity.
Yeah,
I don't mean.
yeah.
I don't think they're doing it.
the
anywhere.
McDonald's monster. No.
Yeah. Which is the grimace.
There were he should not be named in this in our vicinity for the next.
Nothing can kill the grimace.
Until we beat the Mets next year in the playoffs. I don't want to hear anything about Grimace.
Yeah.
I know, like during COVID, there was a big boom for lots of things because people were stuck in the house. I wonder how that affected the franchise market. Like, were franchisees less likely to invest if there's a downshift in sales, or are the sales going up independent of that, or maybe they're going up? I don't know. From the business end, like, have you had any insights in there or noticed anything?
Well, I think a lot of that came out. Everyone orders in now, so it's a lot of Grubhub, it's a lot of Uber Eats, and I think that's become a huge chunk. If you go to even a fast casual sort of place like a Shake Shack, seems like half their business is Uber Eats stuff.
Yep. I know Chick-Fil-A there's a lot of delivery.
It's a lot, and people pay through the nose for it, and I don't get it. Like, other than like, man, I'm a lazy sack of crap. Like,
I just a lot of it though.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot
don't
of it.
discount.
yeah.
I just watched a documentary about Chili's. Chili's is crushing it right now
Really?
because
With their garbage food.
but
Sorry.
they're now
The ghost
priced
kitchen?
cheaper
they're
than
priced
fast
cheaper.
food.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
No,
they're
they
priced
are.
cheaper
I
than
never
fast food,
realized
so
that.
people are going to them.
Because you can probably get an entree there for like $12.
Yes.
And like you go to McDonald's, you get probably more than that. You're right.
Hey, you get a Five Guys burger, it's $12.
Yeah.
So apparently it's that Chili's level,
I never thought about it.
TGI Fridays, that thing, that's having an uptick right now. And they said it was for two reasons. One, because they literally put the value back in value menu. And two, TikTok. People are going in and just trying an appetizer.
For Chili's TikTok content.
Swear to God.
Man.
But all over of like, have you taken the blah, blah, blah challenge? And it's just like a girl posing with like their crazy mozzarella stick or whatever.
That's so stupid.
It's
Welcome to
whatever
the 21st
lane
century.
that is. And I think they called themselves fast casual, but it's different. It's like them, Red Robin. That's all like a thing.
Yeah. It's a sit down place.
But I think they've figured out how to run kitchens with less people out of necessity due to the pandemic and whatnot. And less people are going to their restaurants, so they can actually maintain flow.
Yeah.
Like as far as like their costs and everything. But I think it's also that, they still have a $5 nacho.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's cheap.
You can't get out of Mickey D's for less than $10.
You're totally right. One other fast food place in Roxborough, Popeyes and Ivy Ridge. Popeyes and there's Wendy's. I think that's it. I think you're right. Like, I think that's all that's in Roxborough proper.
I feel like you must be talking about different Wendy's.
You're still stuck on this Wendy's.
Because more than 5 years ago, I used to go to that Wendy's.
Look it up. Let's see the Wendy's near us.
Wendy's
it's
Ridge
across the
Avenue.
street from
Are
the
there
pool.
two?
Right? Talking about
The
the public
Kendrick
pool.
Recreation
Yeah.
Center? Yeah, it's cat-a-corner to that.
That's been there for definitely more than 5 years.
That's incredible. Dylan just typed in Wendy's near me. First thing, McDonald's.
Sponsored.
Hell yeah.
That just meant McDonald's bought the keyword
That
Wendy's.
is business, man. That is
SEO money.
amazing.
But yeah, it's at 5901
SEO
Ridge,
budget.
I'm pretty sure.
People
Yeah.
just start coming into YUNKJunk wanting ice cream because I took the Tubby Talk.
Yeah, jump into that. Jump into the street view of that. Click it, and then
No, that's definitely what I'm thinking of. I thought it would
but
just
we want to
older
see
than
the
that.
street view.
Click it
You want
and
to see if they
take
got
it.
the
Oh, we can't jump it.
I think you can do it from
showing it.
directions.
You trying to see if it has the time hop to go back to show you what it used to be or something?
Is there a?
Nah, we'll do it offline.
Yeah. Yeah, you drag the little guy from the bottom right corner and put him
That's
at
like
the corner.
the
But
nerd
yeah.
way to do it. Yeah.
There's another one?
There is another way.
Or can you or double click? I would double click
That'll be a whole
sometimes and it would zoom in.
podcast of just like
Yeah.
figuring out how to street view things.
How to ask what Google Maps effed up this time. But yeah,
I'm
so
pro fast food.
I'm pro fast food. If I got to be pro or con, I'll be pro.
Every once in a blue moon, it's a good thing. Yeah.
That sounds like a con.
I would not.
Con fast
Let's
food.
put it this way. I prefer to live in a world with fast food than without.
Cool.
Have it as much or as little as you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Great. So now let's go eat a
as
whole
thou
bunch of
wilt.
greasy stuff.
Yeah. There
Good
goes
one.
my evening.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We need a tagline. Have it your way.
I did like 3 jingles. I think I'm out. Podcast over.
At YUNKJunk.
What's one we haven't said yet? Eat great even late. Speaking of, do you remember there was a viral amongst our friend group video that we made back like 25 years ago now?
Oh, yeah.
That's so much time ago. We went to Wendy's and we ordered a bunch of food. We were perfectly sober. We were just
But we didn't
dumb.
sound it. We were just stupid and we ordered
I'm trying to remember what
buckets of food.
you know what you ordered.
I have the video, though.
Nuggets, McNuggets, and nuggets.
I know I ordered something that is not. I made a bunch of modifications to the menu. I made a faux pas in Terry's eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was another menu item. Like that ended up being the joke. Like I want this. I want this without bacon, and it's like that's just a cheeseburger.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I customize products all the time for people. I'm realizing in the business, even though I don't want to. Yeah. So I get it. We're working on our tagline. It's YUNKJunk, where some of your dreams come true.
I like that.
Clunk.
Where
Instead of
some
a
of your
ding, it's a
dreams come true.
clunk.
Yeah, some of your...
Clunk is good because it's a trash can. The trash can.
Yeah.
Banging on a trash can. But
I
yeah,
like
that's
that.
our tagline.
That's a
Yeah,
good
hi
tagline.
hat.
Some of your dreams come
Some
true.
of your dreams come true.
Great.
Not all of them.
You gotta be realistic.
Yeah.
Happy Tubby Talk, everyone.
Take it easy. I keep saluting. Why do I keep saluting?